Yeah, it's been good.
Good.
The weather's improved my mood.
That's good. I hung all my washing out and it rained.
Mate, the dance I've been doing with the laundry today has been something else.
I hung it all out. I took her to the park. And just got absolutely soaked. I was like, oh well.
Because it was
But by
only
the
for
time-
about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Just the time it takes to like get to the park, get fully wet, get home, and then actually it's sunny.
It's just rude and disrespectful, isn't it? Let's be clear. Yeah.
She was all upset. I was like, how can I make it better? And she did this dance and started going, tortellini. I was like, actually, we can please have tortellini for lunch.
Ooh, what did you have in your tortellini?
Just nothing too exciting. 4 cheese.
I like the more cheese.
Yeah.
I always have a couple of packets of those in the fridge because it lasts forever.
Exactly.
And it's a 3-minute lunch.
It's perfect, eh?
If I feel like being fancy, I might whip up a tomato and basil sauce to dip over the top.
Yeah, there was some tomato over the top. That'll do.
Or I'll just add more cheese.
I did say to
And
her, I was
some
like, do you
olive
want
oil.
cheese on this? And she was like, it's got cheese in. I was like, yeah, okay.
I mean,
agree.
she's nuts, but sure.
But I was like, you can always have more cheese.
Absolutely. Like, I will. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Not Even Real Housewives Though podcast. Rosie and Tijani are back, full of life, full of zest.
Zest.
Full of zest. I'm feeling zesty today.
Are you? It's
Yes.
a zesty vibe. Nice.
It's a zesty vibe. Much better than my extreme rage that I've had the first time I watched Vanderpump. I felt like I had to rewatch it today. I had to rewatch
Okay.
Vanderpump Rules today because I felt like no, okay, let me start that again.
What did you feel like you felt?
I felt like I felt my feelings. I was in such, like, my knuckles were white. I was sweating. I was furious. If anyone follows us on Twitter, which is Not Even Real, and then it's House, but instead of the SE, it's the number 3 on Twitter. Come follow us because you will revel in my rage tweets. So if anyone was participating in my rage tweets,
No one of a nervous disposition.
no one. I mean,
No heavily pregnant women.
I said some stuff. Like, I was so angry that I feel like I'd never actually watched the episode. Like, I couldn't tell you what actually happened. I was just counting on my hand how many times Ariana went to bat for Roachel
It's
versus
awful,
how many
isn't it?
times Roachel lied to her face. And then I was just angry. So I had to rewatch it again today. I was eating Popeye's chicken at the time, so that always keeps me calm.
Yes, people
Fried
often say
chicken.
that. It's like yoga.
Yeah, fried chicken is always good. And I'm still full of rage, but it's subsided where I
settled.
can formulate a thought that
Okay,
doesn't
good.
involve physical violence towards Rochelle. So
Okay, good.
yeah. So that's my zesty vibes. So
Nice. Yeah, I
also
get it.
feeling a bit spicy, a bit saucy, and tiny bit salty. But all of those flavors go together. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. You're like your own chicken franchise over there.
I should start a chicken franchise.
Zesty and spicy.
Zesty and spicy. As long as Vanderpump Rules is like on air, I'll do well. I can rage fry some chicken.
You're gonna have angry chicken parm on the menu like Frank Catania ate?
I love that so much.
What does that mean? Does that mean chicken parm with chili in?
I'm assuming it's spicy.
I don't think you can have spicy and parmesan. That doesn't really.
Oh, you can have a chili tomato sauce, can't you?
Yeah, but it's the mildness of the parmesan. Is that not going to overrule that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but food.
No, I mean, it would completely change the definition of the pot. Like, you're not getting the chicken parm flavor.
Yeah.
You're just getting more chili vibes. But I mean, when you rock up in a leather vest,
Right. And that place, like, they had like fabric napkins. I just think if there's fabric napkins, you should probably have sleeves. Call me old-fashioned.
I know, but try telling Frank Catania he can't come in anywhere.
No, absolutely. Who's going to stop it?
No one.
I wonder if people just accidentally give him protection money. They just sort of assume, like, shit, that guy's turned up.
All right, let's start at the beginning.
Okay, let's not skip ahead.
What's it called again? New Jersey.
Who are you? Where are we? Who is it?
Oh, I'm zesty. Look, I need to call you Lauren. Why would I call you Lauren? Because I was speaking to Lauren today, but you're not Lauren.
I'm not.
To be fair, you're another white one of my friends with red hair, so it kind of tracks. You all look the same. Yeah.
I like to say one of my white friends, like, you're not surrounded by white people.
I'm always surrounded by white people, but I also have a lot of black friends too, so I have to clarify.
So we start off and everyone's getting back from Ireland.
Yeah.
And Marge has come home, and I, in no possible way, need to see Nino peeing at all.
Oh, I love that so much.
Why is that happening?
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm not going to lie. I did. Push it down, not too far, because that's the issue. When you push it down too far, it comes out the back.
I just don't think we need to see that. Like, that kid, I don't think that kid is going to want that on TV for the rest of his life, right?
Well, I mean, I think there are bigger fish to fry if you live with Marge.
Maybe. What is Nino short for?
I don't know, but I love the name.
It's nice, isn't it?
I love the name Nino. Have another baby, call him Nino.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that.
Okay.
I did look at adopting a greyhound again this week.
I think you should.
I know, so do I. I just know it's not a very sensible thing to do.
You need to have two, though, apparently. My friend has greyhounds.
They're fucking huge.
I know, but they keep each other company because you don't work all day.
Yeah, they get separation anxiety, apparently.
They do. They're really bad for it. But if you have
they're
two,
used to being in a big,
I
was going to say stable. That's not the right word.
A gaggle of dogs. What would you call? Is it a pack?
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, if you get two, then that's better, and you have to leave the TV on for them in the daytime. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
My friend had one called Doris and Ned.
Oh, nice.
I know, great names. Nice. But Nino, get a greyhound and call it Nino.
Cool.
I'm getting a dog and I'm calling it Shenanigans.
Oh yeah, Shenanigans would be a great name for one of those like really curly ones.
I would like a mutt called Shenanigans.
Like something out of Harry McClary.
Yeah, just gets out up to no good all day, come home, my house is a fucking mess, and I'm like, oh, that's Shenanigans.
Oh, you'd be great in that like 90s styled family comedy.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, the black family made good. They've got a dog now. It'd be great.
Oh, right.
Okay, cool. So Nino, I don't need to see him go to the toilet.
Okay.
Valentina, though, I'll watch all day.
Oh my God. Her and her boyfriend Pete. I want to have them over for dinner. I want to have them over for dinner.
Nate is trying to like tackle it, and in no way is anything he's saying. She just runs out and like punches her brother in the balls. She's got a boyfriend. She just does what the fuck she likes. She
really did clock him clean in the penis. That was everything. Oh my God. And they didn't do anything to like stop that from happening. And I thought that's great parenting, because you have to learn cause and effect. Okay. And you
don't wind your sister up.
Absolutely. Don't piss her off. This is what I say to my children all the time. You know how she gets. Why are you upsetting her? And
he's stronger than you. What are you doing?
It is the girl how this will end. Vicious. In my house anyway, the girl is way more vicious than the boy. I love it.
It's like just the rugby tackles, and she does it on me now. I'm like, oh yeah, I am stuck. Because Danielle is getting ready for the bridal shower, and she's got like a whole fruit basket with a cock ring. Yeah. I
love it when her mum said, "What's your fucking mouth?" Like, really?
Perfect. I like her mum. I think she's really fun. She really reminds me of someone, and I can't place it.
She reminds me of someone too. She reminds me of someone off a soap opera that we used to watch growing up.
There must be someone, isn't there? There's that kind of she's got a very chiseled face.
The short hair doesn't really do her many favours though, does it?
I think she's leaning in, isn't she?
Yeah.
And then I started to get pissed off with Danielle with the like, oh, I've got to carry this secret. I've got this burden of the secret. Like, no, you don't. You just don't tell anyone. And then it's not a deal.
I don't know. I don't think it's as dramatic as she's making it out to be. But I also do feel it. Like, I would want to know. if someone, well, especially because Marge is
that
supposed to be
person was-
Melissa's friend. Like, she's Melissa's friend.
Yeah, but Melissa is that person that, you know, there's no way anybody can say that without it. It's not going to be okay. Like,
Fair.
it's gonna be dramatic.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah,
I'll just be like, I am not touching that. Not a
yeah.
chance.
But then, I mean, it depends on how much you value the other person's friendship. Like, how much do you care if Melissa finds out that you knew and then you never said anything, that she stops talking to you?
But why would you stop talking to me? I didn't say anything. I heard
That's the
something,
point.
I didn't believe it. I didn't fucking say anything.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't talk to you again. Just saying.
Yeah, but I would tell you.
Just saying.
But also, it's that thing of like, it's either not true or she already knows because she did it. Like, it's
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I did. I'm not. Yeah, she's very leaning into the trope of like, I must carry this bone. Must you?
Well, if you're going to be a bone collector, you got to do it right.
She's not going to do it. It's going to be so fucking messy.
Ask Sheree how it's done and move on. Oh, my nose is running. That's attractive. Why I hadn't done that for a really long time?
It's because I said it. I started talking about snot.
Yeah. Oh. So I have this issue, listeners, of what Dorit has. I don't know if anyone remembers her sitting in a glam chair ages ago and saying when she's nervous, her nose runs. And she's like, it's a really attractive quality. And I was like, I get that too. I get it.
That's weird.
Runs. Yeah, when I get nervous or anxious or
you should talk to Prince Andrew. He's like, you know, biologically unable to swear.
Let's not. I'm not.
I feel like we need to do a PDA being like, not everybody is fucking excited about the coronation.
PSA, not PDA. I'm not looking to suck your dick in public.
You know, letters is so much strong. PSA.
Yeah, I don't care about the coronation. I'm sorry, guys.
Care. It's bullshit. I'm actively trying not to care, because if I care, I'll just be really angry.
It's just the amount of money it costs.
And just the like general fucking awfulness, isn't it? Of like,
right,
so we go to the Fudas and they are discussing adoption.
Do you think they're doing it for a storyline?
Yeah, I think I do.
Really?
I don't know. I just think she's doing a lot of things. I can see how after you'd like had their biological children between them, you would think, oh, this is a good time to like cement the legality of us as a family. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. But why do it when you're on a TV show?
Yeah, I just think I wouldn't do it on telly.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think?
I think they're stupid to think that the baby mother, birth mother, whatever they're calling her, isn't watching the show as soon as she found out that they were on it and isn't going to be like, I'm going to come for you now. I think that's a stupid move.
Maybe
I feel like if
long enough time.
No, I don't know, I think if you were going to do it and that you were serious about doing it, you would have done it before you came on the TV show, after the TV show was filmed, so you're not trying to do it on TV. So essentially, because it doesn't sound like this woman is mentally stable or a willing participant in being in her child's life. So if I'm I'm batshit crazy. So if I'm already batshit crazy enough to not be a part of my child's life and I'm petty, I'm like, why are you trying to make me
though? Who knows?
Why are you trying to make me look so terrible on TV? You could have done that privately. So I'm going to be like, yeah, do you know what? Fuck you. You can't have access. You can't adopt my child.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
But then it sounded like people could be adopted without really people knowing. Because did they say they just have to like put something out there, and then if they haven't replied within 45 days,
they have to serve them. So in America, where you see those TV shows where they physically hand them papers and then they say, but she could take 45 days to open a piece of mail.
But what if they can't find her?
Then I don't know. Actually,
they get did they just get like a get out of jail free card?
No, that can't be right.
Because there's loads of people they just can't find.
America's a big place.
Yeah, and it's not like it's got systems of like looking after people and like state to state. I don't know how much record there is between.
They still get paid checks, like physical checks. What? That they have to go and deposit in the bank.
What?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
What?
Yeah,
no.
They don't. Yeah, that's still a thing.
That's absurd.
And they have to pay their own taxes. It's a whole thing. There's no systems in place. Like, we don't do any of that stuff here in the UK. We don't pay our own taxes.
Self-employed people do.
Yes, but like if you're employed by a company,
you don't have to pay your own taxes.
Take out all the taxes for you before they give you your monthly check.
Yeah, got HMRC.
And we also have the tax already included in the price of shit. So when we walk into a shop, if it says $2.99, we're paying $2.99. There's no extra tax.
We don't have to do any maths.
No.
I wonder if Americans are better at work. They must be better at mental arithmetic then.
Oh, absolutely. They can calculate how much they get. Yeah.
Yeah. What do they pay in tax?
I don't know.
Because ours is easy, isn't it? Like if we had to work it out, we'd work out VAT in a heartbeat. It's only 20%.
20% VAT, is really like I do VAT all the time.
Yeah. So Jaden's adoption. Yeah, the 45 days is what I got stuck on. Because I thought it felt like, when you get married and you have to put a piece of paper up and then they see if anyone objects.
Yeah.
I thought it was like that.
No, I think they have to physically serve them with like a...
And see if but even if that was just said, then they could have a challenge. She could still lose that challenge, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound as though anyone is going to be like...
That woman's a great parent.
Yeah, you're a stand-up woman. I'm going to...
Everything's gone fine. You've got a great track record of being this kid's parent.
Absolutely. You might not be able to adopt them, but I think maybe you can say that you don't have a legal right to make decisions or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I don't think people should be like forced out of being someone's parent. But it seems weird that one parent has to give up their parental rights for another to adopt them. It's like loads of kids have more than two parents, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like this seems like an outdated law.
Yeah, completely.
Like you just think, well, that's nice. Well, can't you have as many people who want to be a parent and care about you as you can get a hold of? Sounds nice.
Have they not seen Three Men and a Baby? Great film. What happens next? I'm just checking my notes.
We see Jen and Olivia preparing for the batch, whatever. What the fuck is it called?
A bridal shower.
Bridal shower.
We don't have these things in the UK.
No, we don't have that.
I mean, it's going that way now.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really like baby showers is quite new here.
Yeah, I can't with the baby shower. If you can't afford to pay for the shit for your baby that you need, don't have a baby. Why am I buying you changing tables?
You just end up fucking multiple gifts, don't you? People get it's like you get an engagement gift and a house gift and a wedding gift and a pregnancy reveal gift and a baby shower gift, and then the baby's here, you get a gift. I'm like, I come at your house, I bought everything.
Was it someone said in a TV show once? I can't remember. Was it Vicky Gunville said in the OC? Love that woman. She said, every time I go and see this woman, I have to spend $100. And I can't remember who it was that she was talking about, but it was this process. So it was like, she moved in, she got engaged, she had a baby. She's like, every time I leave my house to go see her, I have to spend $100.
Then people start having fucking christenings. I'm like, nah, I'm not buying you a gift for that.
I don't mind if you have a christening, if you actively go to church and you follow a religious stance. We've had this conversation.
For it, though.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Anyway, Olivia thinks that Bill... No, she doesn't think that Bill should wear lingerie. She thinks that Jen should wear lingerie.
I would love to see Bill Aid in a lingerie. Like a little teddy and a suspender. I'd love it. I'd love it with a cowboy hat. Yes. I'm here for all of that.
Yeah, I can see you going down a kind of deep fake chaps situation.
Oh, yes.
Bill Aiden.
Oh, yes. Give me Christina Aguilera dirty. Yes.
Oh my God. So Jen is like, everything is blamed on Marge. Like thanks Marge for now I have to explain that to my daughter. And it's like, no, your husband had the affair. It's not Marge's fault.
No, but I understand what she's saying. She's saying if it didn't come to light, then Olivia wouldn't have these issues. But I think the actual problem is you arguing in front of your child so much that she's worried about what it is that's going on.
So the problem is you haven't dealt with these issues.
Precisely. Yeah.
And that's Bill's fault.
Absolutely.
Not Marge's fault. Yeah.
And also as well, if my 9-year-old, and I have I don't have an almost 9-year-old, but like near 9.
Yeah.
They said to me, I think you should wear lingerie. Bitch, why do you know what lingerie is?
Yeah, yeah. But then she obviously doesn't.
She doesn't. Like, how does she know?
But she obviously doesn't. She because she didn't know what a garter was and stuff, did she? So she obviously just has a sort of slight concept of that you're sort of meant to dress up, and I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
What level of misogyny is she living in? Like, what planet?
Oh my God! I mean, +10, right? It's
I can't.
So the in the next conversation of Bill and Jen, what I loved was the comment that Bill looks after people for a living. You're a plastic surgeon, mate. Calm down. You're not a cardiologist.
He doesn't look after people for a living. He makes people look good. Listen, if I have to beg my husband to spend time with my children, I have to reconsider who my husband is. But also, in the same breath, I feel for what Bill is saying. He has got 5 kids to put through college.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as here. It's 250,000 minimum.
And like, Olivia's not going to be slumming it.
Honey.
Can you imagine where she's going to live? I mean, it's going to cost a fortune.
They're all going to be living off Olivia, though. She's going to be the rich sister.
Yeah.
Because she's going to marry rich. That bitch knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
I worry that she
could be terrifying.
I think she's going to have a career as well, but I think she's going to marry rich.
I worry that the politics, the combination of sort of Turkish and then conservative American, could make her into a very scary person. I'm not sure I want her running the country.
But she might.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I agree. Like Bill thinks he's holding up his end of the bargain. It's just that that they've evolved and shifted, and he hasn't caught up with that, and he doesn't want to, and he doesn't want to go to therapy.
No, and I don't think he's given up the right to be who he is the day he said I do. I don't think anyone does in a marriage. That's not how it works.
No, but I think you have to agree to do things together and for it like to not be static.
Absolutely. But the thing is, this is what we've had this conversation before about mutual friends. It's like, if you've not had a grown-up conversation about grown-up issues, how can you expect things to be like? You can't just assume that they think the same way as you. You have to have this conversation.
Yeah, they're like 20 years in and starting to have this conversation, which is an error.
It's scary.
There's a lot to lose at that point, isn't there?
Absolutely.
There's a lot to risk.
Well, there's a lot for him to lose, like at least half.
Yeah. But then she's like, I'm doing everything, and I've got all, and I'm like, but surely you could have help.
Yeah, but I don't think she wants to, and that's admirable.
No. Yeah.
No.
But also, well, yeah, you chose to have 5 kids. It's going to be a lot of work. I just think, for people who have a lot of kids, all they ever tell you is how it's really hard because they have a lot of kids and they all do different shit. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I stopped at 2. Like, I didn't stop at 2 because I didn't understand how you had more kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still doing that part. It's just mental, isn't it? Yeah, you got to get a special car. You haven't got enough fucking hands, let alone before one's doing horse riding and swimming and whatever fucking shit they're doing over there. Because they're bound to have 700 activities, aren't they?
Of course.
So, like, of course you can. Of course it's busy.
And they start school really early in America, like 7.
You don't hear Teresa being like, "Oh my God, I can't fit everything in."
And Teresa was doing on her own, no nanny,
and her
no
parents,
help.
Yeah. Like she's looking after. Like I'm not for a moment saying it's not hard. I couldn't do it.
Oh, absolutely not.
But of course it is. That is the deal.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't work if I had more than 2 kids. Like I just wouldn't. Like I wouldn't dream of having a life outside of my 4 kids. Like that would be it. That would be my whole day. Like I struggle with the activities that my children do have.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. It's enough.
And it's like, surely the more spread out it is. I don't know. Is it? does it get more complicated the more spread out it is? Is it like...
Absolutely, because you've also got to factor in things like bedtimes and shit, right? So like your 14-year-old isn't going to go to bed at the same time as your 8-year-old.
But then potentially you've only got that many in the house for that long.
I don't know. I just feel
like if I think of my gran, she only had 1 year where all 6 of them lived there.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
But then people did come back in because like when she had the youngest, the oldest was 15.
Oh.
But I mean, still.
Yeah.
Then we see Teresa and the kids going for the bridesmaids. Can we talk about the comment that she said that she pushed those kids out of her
Chocolita? Loved it. Loved it so much. I get it completely. I stare at my kids all the time.
I get the concept of like I made you and you are amazing and I will stare at you and it will be creepy. It was just the actual saying. I was like, oh, okay. Interesting.
So I say, hold on. Oh, sorry. I say I gave you life. I never say that I pushed you out of my chocolate. First of all, my kids don't really know quite where babies come from at this point.
No, I'm not sure mine do.
I'm not about to tell Kaya that you have to push a baby out your vagina at 5 years old. I don't really think that she's like.
I don't think that's going to help anyone, is it?
No. It's bad enough that she knows that she has to have a period at some point.
Yeah,
because that's not something you can hide from a child whenever they just bust in every time you're in the fucking toilet. Like it's not a choice.
We're gonna have to have a disclaimer on this episode. Like, we do love our kids.
Listen, I love my kids, but I don't always necessarily like them. Come for me, do whatever you want. But my kids are healthy, thriving, and I have a great life. So fuck off.
I cannot believe that Adriana is 12.
12. She looks 25.
12.
I seen that baby was born. First of all, makes me really concerned about how long I've been watching Housewives for.
Yeah,
because I saw that baby was born.
That adult we have seen be born. Yeah.
I saw it as a bump. And then I see it come out.
And now we've seen this entirely matured person.
And who's Christian? I want to meet Christian. Melania's boo-boos. Because that is a strong man.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine? Or that's just one very terrified, closeted high schooler who couldn't escape.
Because Melania, out of all of the women in the world,
she's zesty.
She's zesty, yes. With a sprinkle of sauce. Absolutely. You don't fuck around with Melania.
No.
I'd love to be friends with Melania. I feel like we'd be really good friends.
So they all try on their dresses. I love the sort of like banter of them all like taking the piss out of each other and I'm going to see you naked. I thought that was really adorable.
So which two don't like to be naked?
The younger two.
Yeah, Gabriella and Adriana.
I mean, she's 12.
I know, she's going through issues. Whereas I reckon Gia walks around naked. I would if I looked like Gia. I'd walk around naked all the time. Absolutely. In fact, I'd walk around naked if I looked. It is not scientifically possible for her to have produced 4 equally stunning children. It's just the Lord,
but in such different ways. Yeah. It's not like there's 4 copies, is it? You think, oh, that's the look.
Every part of the millennial.
Every mix.
That's it. Yeah.
Every cocktail, considering half of that cocktail was Joe.
I just
think, fucking lottery. Maybe you did have to go to jail. Maybe that's just balancing it out.
Yeah, it's karma, right?
Yeah,
it's the universe.
You won. Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they are ridiculously beautiful, all of them.
So beautiful.
And they all seem like really nice people.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got issues, but in like fundamentally they seem like decent kids.
Yeah, they're like a massive pat on the back. Who wouldn't be proud of them?
Should we just give a round of applause for Teresa Giudice? Yeah, for how you raised those babies. Well done, bitch. Well done. Yes.
And the phone conversation with Joe and everything, it is really lovely. There's some growth. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And I thought there was moments where Gabriella and Adriana I could see that they were related in how they look.
Yeah.
Like, it's not so startlingly, because we used to sort of go like, where the fuck has Gabriella come from?
She's a different breed, yeah.
But I was like, oh no, there are kind of bits.
But Gia is the only one with blue eyes.
Do you think she has blue eyes though? They look
Yeah,
like
she had blue eyes
contacts.
from when she was young.
But I think they would put contacts in her.
Well, yes, I wouldn't be surprised if Teresa
Can
did
that happen?
actually.
Can that happen?
My kids have got green eyes.
But if both of the parents have brown eyes,
It's a recessive gene, right?
Oh, so they could both have a blue recessive.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what Nono's eyes were. I can't remember.
I feel like his eyes were light.
Yeah, but often old people just have light eyes, don't they? Like, that just happens.
It fades out.
Yeah. I won't look like I've got fucking eyes by the time I'm 80.
Oh, God. I'll be all right if I turn into like a green-eyed bandit.
Yeah.
I'll be all right with that.
I'll just look like a corpse.
Yeah.
More so. Okay. Then it's very like family, isn't it, this episode?
It is. Yeah, I love it. That's what Jersey's about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. So then we go for lunch with Marge and Ingrid.
Ingrid, love it.
I mean, quite a left field name.
Doesn't have a Manchester accent, though. I can't work out where the fuck she's from.
Well, first I thought it was a Brummie accent, and then I thought it was maybe just some like sort of Lancastrian something.
Well, the people on Twitter keep trying to tell me that she's Australian. I'm like, honey.
She's Australian.
Please stop. She's definitely English, and as a fellow Brit, and I said I don't have a Scooby where she's from. I don't even know why I said Scooby because I never speak like that, but that's what I tweeted. And everyone's like, what's Scooby? And I'm like, a Scooby-Doo. So, all of our American listeners, Scooby-Doo in Cockney rhyming slang means clue. So I don't have a Scooby means I don't have a clue. So I don't know where she's from.
We do cram a lot of accents into a small place.
We do. I mean, and this is the thing, and we've said this before. It annoys me when someone says she's got a British accent. Well, which part of Britain? Because you could go 20 minutes away from where Rosie and I are based now, and people sound like me. But the people that live where we live now don't sound like Rosie or I.
No.
And that's only 20 minutes.
They sound awful.
You know. And in 10 minutes either side of where we live, a completely different accent.
Oh my God, I'm amazed how quickly you like go north of here and you start to get into that like bumpkin accent.
Absolutely. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh,
I want to live in Dorset. I want to sound like a Dorset guy.
Like a pirate.
Like a pirate. I didn't want to say it. I would be rude.
You make a great pirate.
I would be a great pirate. I look great in an eye patch. Give me Gabrielle vibes.
What a current reference.
Yeah.
So are you a bit worried about Marge Senior? She seemed a bit shaky.
Oh, yes. Very shaky.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Yeah. Everything seemed a bit juddery.
However,
yes,
still looking better than Marge Jr.
Oh, she looks great. She looks amazing.
I want to know who her doctor is, and that's who I'm getting my facelift with.
I love that comment when Marge was talking about Christ, what is she called?
Lexi.
And she was like, you've seen me through two faces. I was like, that is the mark of friendship.
And then why did they have to bring up Teresa and Melissa and like you're having about Lexi? Like, come on now, get your own storyline. There's a lot going on in your house that you don't need to use the Gorgas and the Judices for a storyline, people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a little heavy-handed, isn't it?
It was unnecessary. I didn't like it. Pissed me off.
So then we go to the Gorgas. I don't understand how the American school system works. So Antonia has been accepted into 8 colleges.
No, she's applied to 8 colleges. She's not been accepted to anything yet.
So you apply for college when you're 16?
Yeah.
What, and then you do 2 more years?
No, because she's almost 17. So she's probably like the younger, you know, like how if you're a September baby, you're old, but if you're like a July baby, you're young. So she's probably doing her senior year next year, and you have already applied for college, because college is university for them, right? So they don't have that in between. So they go from 18 onwards.
Yeah, but so
she's only got a year.
Is that when you apply? Is it more than a year in advance here?
Well, no, because she's nearly 17. Remember?
Yeah. But still, that would be over a year.
Yeah, I think because the admissions process takes a while because there's so many fucking people.
That's such a lot of like, I mean, like you get to choose, you can like switch what you do though, can't you? I just think that's very early to choose what you're going to commit to doing. For
they change their majors and minors all the time, don't they? Okay, you hear about that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Fine. I'm glad she's obviously smart. That's good. She's applied and got into all these. Oh no, she's applying. She hasn't got in.
No, but I'm surprised she's smart. I mean, look at her gene pool.
I'm shocked she's smart.
Although it must come from the Gorgas, because Gia's smart too. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
So it must come from the Gorga side of the family. I feel
like Gia has had to work shit out though. I don't feel like Antonio has had to work shit out.
Yeah. Because even that comment Melissa made when she's like, how's she going to cope when her mum's not folding her laundry? Like, I feel like Gia was folding laundry from 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
mean? So she gets a car for her birthday.
A Porsche. Which they probably haven't paid for.
I can't imagine they have. It would seem odd that they pay for that.
It's a nice car though.
Oh, I don't like it.
No?
No, I think they look like hippos, those things.
Okay.
You know, I don't understand cars. I just think they're ugly. I hate big cars.
Right.
No. Okay. I think white cars look like they haven't been finished.
Yeah, I don't like a white car. I will never drive a white car.
It looks like you're waiting for someone to paint it.
If I buy a white car and if I drive a white car, you have permission to shoot me.
Okay. He gets a car. Do you know what annoyed me? Is that Melissa kept saying happy 17.
17 what?
Exactly. Not happy 17th. It's just, they're so dumb.
Yeah, I wonder if she's still driving the car. Like, can we find out? Because I wonder if it's been repossessed or if they're not paid payments or like
she's just got photos of it. It's been towed.
And it's been like, yeah, it's gone. It was just for the show and then now it's gone.
I hadn't even considered that, but yeah, that sounds plausible.
Absolutely.
And Joe's doing his like devoted son-in-law in love with Donna show act, isn't he? No one's buying it, babe.
No. And I feel like she was drunk when she turned up.
Jesus Christ. I mean, she was away, wasn't she? So they go inside. I do not like that Melissa Gorga has Hermes boxes as like decor.
Okay, so I rage tweeted this also. Having your, what was it I said? Like having your designer purchase boxes as decoration is not the flex you think it is.
Tacky.
Although I did see someone on TikTok earlier turn it into a tote bag with like a plastic, like so a Louis Vuitton like carrier
bag.
Not a carrier bag, but like the paper bag. Like, you can't call a Louis Vuitton bag a carrier bag.
It is a carrier bag, though.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And they put it inside like a plastic thing and they poked holes, made a strap, and they put like the thing in and made it into a tote bag. And I'm like, listen, if you can't afford the Marc Jacobs tote bag, let's not.
Just stop.
Yeah. Jesus. But that's the next stage, I think, for Melissa Gorga.
What is the next stage of tacky, or she's going to start wearing one of these laminated bags?
I think she's going to start wearing a laminated tote bag.
Okay, nice. That'd be great.
Sure.
She could be like those cosplayers that like make armor out of like shoe boxes. She'd be
absolutely. Absolutely.
And Melissa's like, I'm done. I'm like, how many times you got? Like, I've lost interest in it. I'm like,
I'm just terrified that the amount of times that she says she's done, and he's gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm not gonna renew your contract. Then what are you gonna do?
You're done, babe.
Because without Teresa, what storyline does she have? Teresa has 4 daughters and batshit crazy Louis.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We're going to be coming back to watch that.
Yeah. There's no chance we're dropping that.
What do you have?
Nothing. Because she's not going to show us a house getting repossessed. Now they're getting sued, is she? Her kid as well. But I just was like, maybe I don't know what 12-year-olds look like.
He looks like a man.
It just, these kids. But also he's in another one. I'm like, you shouldn't be going to the gym because what you're going to be doing is stunting yourself. But look at your dad. He's 5'1". Like, stop it. Stop doing fucking like arm curls. Try and grow.
Oh, all right. I have a lot to say, but let's move on because I'm not talking about people's kids. So,
okay. So then Dolores goes for dinner with Biker Frank.
I had to take a minute. When he walked in that vest. I took a picture of it on my TV and I tweeted it. I'm gonna need a minute. Okay, people, honestly, you're missing out on me on Twitter. I am so much fun.
It's the leather, and then he takes it off for the like wife beater. I'm like, man. And he
cries. I'm like, this is just the ultimate man. And
then she sends him to the toilet for crying.
My fanny fluttered. It was everything. Just okay. Listen, I understand he's a deplorable human, or he was a deplorable human. I get it. He was cheating on his wife. He was horrible. She was pregnant or whatever. But he has paid his dues. He has done 20 years of service of being nothing but Dolores's number one go-to guy. Anytime she needed something, Frank was there. So I am tired of people saying, but he's such a dog shit person. Listen, he's paid his time, okay? People are allowed to change. I'm here for Frank Catania in the leather vest. I want him to wear it while we're doing unspeakable things.
Okay, noted.
Also want little Frankie there, also in a leather vest, but that's a different conversation.
And now we're back to the chaps.
Yes. Or Bill A did go make an appearance too. No, I'm not.
Okay, stop.
We're not running train. I don't do trains. No.
Okay, well, what do you think of Dolores's point though, that like that the family is evolving and that they didn't have significant others, and now that they do, those people should be part of their lives?
I'm more concerned about the fact that he said he didn't want Brittany. Like,
I feel so bad for Brittany.
But I think she gets it.
I just hope she doesn't, she's not going to turn around in 10 years and think, oh, I wasted all my time.
Well, I think when you're dating a 50-year-old man,
you're aware
and you're 32, you have to understand that there isn't any future in terms of kids and marriage in this one.
Okay, she's just looking at the boat and the house and stuff.
She likes the whores and the boats.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, I'm here for it. No, I think the way she's gone about it is wrong, but I think the sentiment is correct. So I think.
But you don't think she's tried the subtle? Like she says this.
No,
like, we just
I don't think she has. I think she just cut Frank off, and he's like, "Wait, what the fuck? What happened?" Like, I genuinely believe she was just that, because they don't, like she said, they don't have these conversations. They don't have these sort of relationships. And then so he's like, one day she's like, yeah, no, you can't come over today because Paulie's here, or no, you can't do that because this is here. No, you can't. Yeah. And then he's like, whoa, what happened to us? And I don't think she sat him down and said, yo, babe, this is my relationship. Stuff is progressing. Now. This is how we're still family. I will always be ride or die for you, but we need to have a separate kind of situation. And I don't think she had that. And I think he was shocked. That's why he's crying in restaurants.
And in Brittany's defense, does it sort of chimes differently, doesn't it? When it's like, this is a bloke who still wants to be really like involved with his kids, and he's really good with, like, him and his wife or ex-wife are on really good terms. You think, that's quite stand up. It sort of feels a bit different the other way around.
Absolutely.
So yeah, maybe, yeah, okay.
Because to me, it would be a red flag if I was with someone who didn't have a good relationship with their ex, or didn't have, unless she was the crazy one. Yeah. But, like, if they didn't have a good relationship with their ex and they didn't have a good relationship with their children, Like, I would see that as a red flag. That would worry me.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a red flag, but it's nice that they get on. You think that makes life simpler.
Oh no, it's a red flag for me in terms of the fact, like, how is it going to happen for me if we ever break up?
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't want that to be a thing, you know?
Okay. Yeah, but mainly out of this big emotional conversation, I just thought, so are we getting to see little Frankie? Are we going to dinner?
I hope so.
Because I don't really care if it's the 4 of us or the 6 of us. I just need to know we're going to see Frankie.
Excited at the thought that I'm going to see even Gabrielle. I mean, it's still, I mean, yeah, sure, she's good, but like, I want to see Frankie. Yeah. Let's be clear.
I wonder what the dream job is. This isn't with Louis, is it? This isn't that job.
No, I think he left Louis, didn't he?
I think that's gone, yeah. I hope so.
This is why I can't do a Housewives of New Jersey rewatch, because you get to see baby Frankie and it makes me feel really inappropriate.
Bad. Then it's the bridal shower. Do you think she was surprised?
Yeah, I do.
She's
dumb as a doorknob. Let's be clear.
I just think she's turned up in a fucking like bedazzled white dress.
But I think they said to her, we're going for like a bridal lunch for you for your wedding. And then like Teresa's like, I need glam, I need white, I need everything. Give me hair. You know what I mean?
Do you think she's in a bedazzled white dress the entire fortnight before her wedding?
Absolutely. Okay. Any outing, going to the grocery store, whatever she needs to do.
She's looking bride.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. If I had money and I was going for it the second time round, I would be obnoxious as fuck.
So before they arrive, so we see the car and we see the video of the. Firstly, everybody's on the phone when they're driving all the time.
In America,
like answering the phone,
it's terrifying.
Like, it's fucking drive.
Absolutely terrifying. Yeah.
Like, you can drive so young. Get one of those kids to drive.
I know.
Oh, it makes me really anxious. But then we hear Louis say that he's not inviting Joe and Melissa to whatever his thing is. Their fucking wedding schedule is insane.
And then she's like, the cameras are on, we're filming. Awkward.
But what?
But also at the same time, I don't even know if I'd want them there anyway, based on all the shit
that's going on. You're
saying
that they're not getting on. So what fucking difference does it make? And everyone knows that he's not getting on with them. So
yeah, I don't think it's a big thing, and I think it looked even.
She's
worse.
made it into a thing.
I think it looked even worse for her saying, "Well, you can't invite one and not invite the other one." Like I think that made it look way worse than what it actually was.
Because she could have just laughed it off and been like, "Don't be silly. Of course, we're inviting them."
Yeah. Because it didn't
and
sound
then hung
like
up.
He was being
Oops, lost you.
Then sent her a text real quick. Asked Melania to text him. Yeah. Exactly.
And then she says, like, we're just lying to the kids about it. Like, that's her excuse. Like, well, that's great then.
All right. Yeah.
But there's light at the end of the rainbow.
I mean, any common phrase or any statement, she will fuck up.
Even her kids, though, are like, for fuck's sake.
But that's what I love about Teresa so much. Like, I don't think that she's calculated enough to be malicious.
Because if she is calculated, she's a genius.
Yeah, absolutly.
Because she has given us 10 years of pretending to be the dumbest bitch ever.
12, apparently. 12. Horshada's 12.
Fuck yeah, it's like 13 years, isn't it, probably?
Oh my God. She's a gift that keeps on giving. Like,
whoever from that casting lounge must have been like, I won.
Like, Andy Cohen said, okay, you can choose between the Gorgas and the Judices to stay. I'm always going to choose the Judices. Always.
Yeah.
It's just purely for her. She's so funny.
She's iconic.
And like, she's so dumb, and she's so like, her vacant stares are when she's like confused because someone's caught her out in something, and
it's when she explains something really obvious.
Yeah,
she's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, everybody fucking knows what you mean.
Oh my God. So then we get to the bridal shower. Ashley Darby's there.
Ashley Darby is there, even though we don't really see her.
And she grabs someone's bum.
Oh, of course, classic, runs in the family.
And then that's it.
That's all we see of her. And I thought it was kind of, I noticed that it was Gia who approached Melissa to talk to her.
And then the other Jen Fessler and Rachel were kind of like trying to make it in. I felt like they were trying to do something.
They didn't.
There.
It wasn't helping, was
like,
it?
Just
relax.
Their family, like, take a step back. First of all,
their family and they're adults. Yeah,
and you're new to the group. Back the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
More classic great scenes of Jen Fessler eating all the food.
Throw me the calamari, the balls, the meatballs,
everything.
Give me all this. I love her so much.
Teresa stands up. She thanks every fucking person in the room.
But Melissa.
It's mean, isn't it?
But she does it all the time.
She does it all the time.
It's not like this is news. This is something she always does.
Yeah. I wonder if there's if it's like a learned behavior. Like, I wonder if she's gone, oh, we operate differently to like how normal people in society operate, because we're not very good at like our emotions. So I wonder if she's thought, oh, with this is my like trying to excuse her. With people who aren't in the family, you have to make an effort to tell them your emotions. And like with family, we don't really do that. We're very traditional and Italian, and it's sort of not something we do. No, I don't believe it either.
I understand your point.
Yeah.
But I felt like the other people in the room maybe have been of Italian or persuasion.
That's true. Yeah. They've been there forever, haven't they?
Spanking all of them, but she's not said anything.
True. No, there's no excuse. It's bullshit.
No, but I think her trainer crossed the line a little bit. Going up to Melissa and being like, she should have said something about you. No?
So who is that person?
Her personal trainer.
That's Nicola Geeka Pupo. Is that her name? What the fuck is her name? Is that the woman with the voice? In the pink?
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know her name, but that is who she is now. That is who she is now.
I tried to clock it and that's what I got to. It's bound to be that. That sounds like it's someone's name.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm trying not to I'm trying to keep that in because that was everything.
You didn't believe me it was Ashley Darby. It might be Nicola Geeka Peepo. So her voice is fun.
Oh mate. Oh, everything about her is fun. She looks like a Brit fucking. She looks like Fatima Whitbread. Anyone who's not English, Google Fatima Whitbread and tell me that with longer hair. Oh my days. Oh Lord.
Yeah, she did go out on a limb, didn't she? But then maybe if you're going to be the kind of person who trains people like Teresa, you're probably going to be quite a straight shooter, aren't you?
Well, I feel like maybe she has the same relationship with Teresa as Dolores does, where she can tell you about yourself.
I can tell you because I can beat the shit out of you. I'm not scared of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But they all get on and they're all doing their thing, and Jen
they do the henna.
But Jen's the only one who's focused on Teresa. The rest of them are standing in corners, bitching and gossiping. Yeah. And that's the reason why Jen is involved in the wedding, and the rest of them aren't.
Yeah. Fair.
Although,
fair.
So the interwebs are split, right? So how do you feel about this? Do you think Jen should have incorporated her Turkish tradition, or do you think she should have done more Italian stuff? Did you think she was trying to make it about her, or do you think she was just trying to do a nice thing because that's what she knows, and it got everyone doing fun stuff? What's your opinion?
I don't know. I think I kind of hate shit like that. Like the idea of having to sit in a room for 2 hours, like where people didn't have an activity. I think Danielle was right. You need an activity.
Yeah.
And I think the henna was something like most people in that room haven't done. I thought it was quite fun.
Yeah. I want to get henna.
I quite got it as a. It seems like a bit of a waste of henna. Like there was a lot, but you didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone get any.
She just put it on her hand, and then the mother-in-law. But I was like, this is. I'm learning things.
Yeah, I used to get henna all the time as a kid because I always wanted tattoos. So mom used to take me and get me like henna.
How cute.
Like, there's your like tattoo for like the summer, and it lasts like the summer or whatever. And I'm thinking now I might want something up my like arm.
Yeah.
For like the summer. But then if I get a tan, it's gonna look weird. Anyway, whatever. I'll work that one out. But yeah.
Unless you get block. Like sunblock. You get a reverse one.
Yeah. it might be nice. I
might join my freckles together, see if I get a pattern.
No, I enjoyed it. I liked seeing it, and I thought it was nice that Jen was involved.
I mean, I guess she was taking focus, but I think it was, if I'd been there, I'd have been glad that something was going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know what you would do as an Italian wedding tradition. Just go to church, be sad.
Oh, okay.
Like it's her second marriage. That's not meant to happen.
No, like, this is true. This is very true.
You know, how traditional can we be?
Yeah. All right, and then what happened? Let me check my...
That's the end. Then we see the flash of Jen's mum and the identical twin.
And they are crazy.
And they are twinning. They are twinning now.
And they're fighting over drinks. I love it.
I need every single detail on these.
If she doesn't have an apple, is it an apple? No, it's not. What is it that Jersey have? That, okay.
It's just, they don't have angry arm.
An attitude pose. If Jen Fester doesn't have a full-time attitude pose next season, that's it, I'm done.
I just think, how have we got 13 episodes in before she's fucking bringing out this pair?
Obsessed.
Everything about them. I mean, they look like fucking ventriloquist dummies. I need everything about it. I'm obsessed.
And also, Louis is going to pull Teresa out of the snake pit.
Oh, yes. If you see someone in a snake pit, some great analogy. Yeah, he's all kinds of scary, Mary, isn't he?
He terrifies me.
Yeah,
absolutely terrifies me. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's going to be awful.
I'm here for it though.
Yeah. I just worry that one of the girls is going to kill him.
It's gonna be Milani.
Yeah, just.
Oh no, it's Gabriella. It's always the quiet ones. She's gonna do it in their sleep. Teresa's gonna wake up and he's just gonna be dead.
But he's so red that no one will notice for like 48 hours. That'll be part of the plan. They'll be like, well, they can't come because they were out. And they'll be like, actually, we killed him on Friday and we're away for the weekend. He was just so sunburnt that no one could tell.
What could be my best?
Any word on the street?
He didn't.
I'm not sure if I've really got any.
To be fair, I don't have any word on the sheets, actually.
The only one I have is that Sir is shutting.
Pump
is shutting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because apparently the rent's too high or something.
High. Okay, fine. That's fine then. I'm less bothered.
Yeah. I didn't have any word on the sheet. In my notes, word on the sheet is I have none.
No, everyone's just talking about the Met Gala. That's everyone's too obsessed with that.
I mean, I have a lot to say about that, but that's like
it's a whole other spin-off.
Yeah.
Okay. Vanderpump, tell me all your anger. Can I just say my feeling over all of this episode wasn't anger. It was like frustration. I can't believe that we haven't got to it yet. I need to get to the reveal. I can't keep seeing clips of Ariana fucking screaming at him and laying into him. I need that to happen. Oh, she's gone quiet. That's always a bad moment. real fucking mad.
That's the thing, right? When I start off quiet, when I have to like center myself, it's an issue. No, okay. So let's talk about the private investigator in Lala is born in this episode.
Yes, we have all of the flashbacks and the rewinds and the black and white where one thing is in color. It's an interesting choice.
So based on her confessional look, when she's talking about things don't smell right to her, in her gut, things are uncomfortable, Lala, I'm talking about, and she feels like she's taken a hit of acid and all the rest of it. So she's was this filmed before Sandoval broke or after? Because if she's already putting those dots together, freaking, like, I reckon the conversation she's had with James was filmed like later.
Yeah.
That's a different thing. But those confessionals,
this is such an outlandish location as well. It's like there's no timestamp.
No, but her confessionals where she's been talking about, so that same confessional look she's had from way back when in the episode, in the season. So if she was putting that together then, like we said in the previous episode, would there have been the same outcome? Like, would the affair have been exposed or no? Because it's clear she knew. Like, Lala knew and she wasn't going to let it go.
There's knowing and there's proving though, isn't there?
Yeah, but Lala wasn't going to let that go.
No, she was.
Same way she didn't let the barbecue
it must be
thing
quite
go.
Oh my God, the barbecue.
The way she was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing. And then Ariana was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not defending, but no, I'm not doing this.
And that was really. And then Ariana was like, so Lala wants to know, and she's like, I don't want to fucking know. I'm like, well, you do want to know, but you want to know for her.
And then she was like, but now you're making, and Ariana's like, but now you're making me look like an idiot because this is what people think. And I was like, that's exactly what I think.
Exactly it is, yeah.
So I want to understand the timeline of events. This is driving me nuts.
See, and I'm like, well, don't ask me. You are the one who has to know the timeline. I told Heather this. She was like, when was this? I was like, I don't know. I don't even understand a linear time scale.
Right. Let me bring up the notes then.
Okay, so we start with glamping. That looks awful.
No, I quite enjoyed that, actually. I'm not going to lie.
It's not even in a place. It's just in the desert. I don't understand America.
The thing that upsets me is Raquel was in their fucking car.
Yeah.
Right, mate, just... Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
Also, I have to say, this, so I'm just going to literally be reading from my notes.
Tell me all the angry things.
I have a lot of stuff to say. So I'm going to try to do scene by scene, but my initial thing was they go glamping and Raquel was in their car. Roachel, excuse me, is in their car. And I also feel like this entire episode of them glamping is a homage to how vapid Rochelle is.
Oh, yeah.
She's just fucking dumb.
She's so fucking dumb. And they keep highlighting it. She just, like, and it's like dumb in every way. Like, she's knocking shit over. She's not understanding things. Like,
she's dropping homemade ranch should be a death by firing squad offense. I'm sorry.
Just get it together. The idea that she could sneak around behind anybody's back.
This is the other, like,
when she's so fucking dumb.
And then also, and you forget your makeup bag and you make it such, I mean, I understand why, because we've seen her without makeup. I get it. I get why she's upset. Fully get it. I mean, she's no Ariana without makeup on, is she?
No.
Like, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing?
He's just aging. He's aging and panicking.
He looks like a crackhead currently.
Yeah, it's not good. Look, he's really lent into the Johnny Depp of it all, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not. Panties are no longer wet. So, they go camping, they pitch up, they see all the animals. It's a real life Animal Crossing. Brock is a genius for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they do their stuff.
They smash pumpkins. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that was just a band.
Oh, I smash pumpkins all the time.
In what winter? Context?
Well, just because I have a ton. Well, because it's autumn actually, but because I have loads after we go pumpkin picking, and I'm like, what else am I going to do with them apart from smash them? So I smash them outside with the kids, and then I make pumpkin soup. I put like a black bin liner down outside.
Okay.
So I smash the pumpkins on the black bin liner.
I'm obviously missing out.
Then I take the carcasses and then I do shit with them. Yeah.
Great. It's just me thinking this is a 90s indie band reference.
I don't even know who they are, so not for me.
Melancholia and the Infinite Sadness, great album.
No idea.
Cool.
A different language. And then Lala and James meet at Lala's offices.
Yeah, which I first thought was a shop, but now I realize it's an office.
Yeah, and then
the
investigation starts.
The black and white, the rewind, the Ken, the Katie, poor Ken. It still makes me so poor Ken. I'm sad about it. And then I started going into a theory. Is Raquel, is she the bad penny? Is this the reason the rents have gone up so high that they've had to shut the restaurant? Because is it every fucking thing she touches just goes to shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
So is it that Lisa knows? So Lisa's like, no, I'm not having this. I'm telling. Lisa's clocked it. She's clocked the lie. She's figuring it out. So she's decided to tell Katie.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Surely.
And I think if anyone thinks
that Ken stagger about,
I think that anyone who thinks that moment with Ken was natural and not prompted,
like the concept that Ken knows who Tom and Katie and Raquel are, or who Lisa is, or who Ken is at this point, just seems beyond me.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thoroughly enjoyed watching Natalie, so her business partner who's married to, the sex pot Guillermo, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So that's his wife. So the woman who was sitting next to Lisa, that's his wife. I thoroughly enjoyed her giving zero fucks about Roachel's presence, existence, and what she was saying. So obviously I feel like her concern runs deeper. Like I feel like maybe she tried it on with Guillermo, maybe something happened. Like she looked like she wasn't interested in this bitch whatsoever.
Yeah, see, I think I just read it as you're a waitress and you've turned up an hour and a half late to work.
Because when you watch old Vanderpump Rules, she's invested in them.
Oh, okay.
Like Natalie's like
maybe she's just already there. She's like, you're already dead to me.
Yeah,
I know, and it's not happening.
Maybe.
Okay. Because I just feel like if you turn up an hour and a half late to work as a waitress, that's your last day at work there. If you're an hour and a half late, don't come in.
Well, I don't think she's going to be working there again now, is she? Come on.
You're going to work at Schwartz and Sanders.
Yeah, of course she will. She won't work at Sarah anymore. Yeah, so the whole barbecue in Newport thing comes up where Tom wouldn't leave.
Well, and James talks about how him and Sandoval went to the
so there's now coffee shops in LA is what I got from this.
Okay. But you have to be a member or they're just wankers.
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's not the rules. You don't have to be a private member to go and smoke.
I think you might have to be in LA. I think it might be a thing. Like you have to pay a membership or whatever. But
okay.
Come to Europe. You can just go smoke in Amsterdam for free. It's fine.
Yeah, but also you can't walk around with a gun. So maybe you do have to check that sort of thing.
Oh shit. Yeah. And you can't be gay also or a drag queen.
Yeah, that's the real problem, isn't it? The drag queens.
But you have to have a membership to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Of course. Makes sense. I get it now. Makes sense.
You can buy bullets in supermarkets. It's fine.
But so Tom and James go to this members smoking lounge thing.
Yeah, and that's where he confesses that he didn't leave when the grandma died. Is that right? Or he confesses that she stayed over. What happens?
He says Roachel dipped out.
Dipped out.
And then
that could mean 1,000 things.
Yeah, and then James caught him out and he said, but you just said that she left. And he said, no, I just meant she dipped out. Like she went to my room.
My room, the sofa, the guest room.
The guest room.
Mate.
Okay. What I think is really funny is, I want to stop to shoe. But what I think is really funny is he's able to use Ariana's name properly. So when I'm with Ariana, me and Ariana in my house with Ariana, my girlfriend Ariana, I love Ariana. So seamlessly. Like there's no questions, there's no slip up, there's no anything. But he can't work out where Roachel slept.
Yeah.
Why is he slipping up on that? Like what? Really?
Well, either he just wants to get caught or he's very practiced in covering his tracks with Ariana.
Oh, yes.
Because you get that default in and then you just don't learn whoever the side piece's name is.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they always say, if your husband stops calling your name in bed, worry.
Well, because he's trying to not say any names.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Worry.
Interesting.
But yeah, so Tom is trying really hard to cover his tracks here.
Yeah, and
he's
doing fucking terribly.
And he's doing really badly. So they go back to glamping.
Any plan where you're like, wingman is Swartz is gonna fail terribly, isn't it? Like, it's a worst case scenario. So they
sit down and have their toast or whatever at the table.
Yep.
And they're doing the cheers. And then Roachel goes in her confessionals and calls everyone
these are my people.
Friends,
these are the people who believe in me.
Friends. And then Ariana is talking about how she's been struggling and how she's been doing this, but Roachel has been her friend, and then how she's been this perfect person for her, and how, you know, it's hard for her to be going through all these things where she lost her dog and she lost her grandma and all the rest
she's
of
not
it.
doing well, and and even fucking Brock can see this bullshit at this
Gives
point.
her a hug. Tom is nowhere to be seen in this moment, nowhere, but Brock gives her a hug.
Yeah. And Brock pulls up in there whenever they're pretending that they can do sport. He's like, "Wait, but she did sleep over. She didn't sleep over. She slept over. What did you just say?" I mean, in what fucking situation is Brock the smartest person in the world? Be better.
And you know Peter, because Peter was in it too. Oh, you don't know Peter.
I don't know Peter.
Okay,
I was worried about Peter because I thought Sir was closing.
You know, no, Peter's good.
Good.
But you're sitting there and Peter's just like, I think Peter's silent because he's already clocked it. He's fully aware of what's happening. He's like, okay, yep, got it. This was 10 years ago. Got it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be quiet because this is what's happening.
And because there's two different lies, isn't there? There's the lie about leaving the party and there's the lie about her staying over.
But either or, well, okay, not the leaving the party, but the staying over. At that table with all of them, Ariana defends Roachel for being in her house and says, it's fine, we do this all the time, that's perfectly normal behaviour. Even though Tom says in his confessionals that he never actually told Ariana that Roachel stayed over.
He says he was gonna tell her.
But there doesn't seem to be a row about that. There's no inconsistent, because Ariana is comfortable with them being friends.
Yeah. But everything's comfortable until you find out there's a lie, isn't it? It's only when people start lying that you think there's a problem. Yeah, he's such a piece of shit. But that actually, it's the not leaving the party that's worse, isn't it?
When the initial conversation happened between Tom and Ariana, I don't think it was that bad because he was like, I can't get a ride home.
Yeah.
I'm stuck, blah, blah, blah. But when you find out that your friend dipped out and you claim that you were having a shit so you didn't realise, but Lala calls you out on that and you still stand there and you're like, well, you know, I don't really know.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be alone. That's why she rang upset, because she wanted to be alone.
So when she explains the situation when her dad died, and she's like, when my dad died, we weren't even in a relationship at that point, but so I remember that being a massive thing with Kristen. So Kristen, that was the whole about 4 or 5 episodes of the season at the time, was Kristen talking about how he, at 2:00 in the morning, his phone went off and it was Ariana. And he ran off and stayed by her side because her dad died. I remember that being this whole entire situation. So I remember that when Ariana was talking about it, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting sweaty. Like, I remember this whole thing.
And now he just doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't care. Doesn't care one single, like, mate.
I just think that even if you're compartmentalizing and even if you want to break up with someone, that's still someone you've been with for like a decade and they've still lost someone that they love. Like, and she's rung you, even if their relationship was in a shit place and they both knew it was coming. She's rung you and told you her grand's died.
If I didn't verbalize to you that I wanted to be alone, make the assumption that you need to be there.
Yeah, exactly. I just think you can turn someone away. Yeah.
But again, she defended Roachel. Ariana did.
Yeah.
I can't.
And she made Lala look like a dickhead.
So then we have Lala's photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
Up to this point, and they have, which I thought was fabulous. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I
thought they look great. Loved
those
it.
green robes look gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I tried on a pair of those glasses that Katie had on, like the cat eye glasses.
Oh yeah,
they don't suit my face,
so
I won't be doing that again. And then they had the flashbacks to the flashbacks to the beach day, and all the different things that happened, and how Schwartz and Sandoval were going for Katie, and Katie was just like, yeah, do you know what, bitch? No. Fuck off. Loved that. Loved all of it. And they're really showing who they are now. And I want to reiterate, I know I said it on the last episode, but I want to reiterate, I'm really sorry for any time I blamed Katie for her and Schwartz's relationship issues, because it's not her fault.
No, I think
he's a child.
I don't necessarily know that he's deliberately manipulative, but he's definitely manipulative.
He gaslights that bitch on a regular. But they do that, and then Lala was like, the open relationship situation isn't that far-fetched. But this conversation is annoying me also, because no one is relaying the information correctly.
Yeah, it's like the Chinese whispers are terrible.
Ali didn't ever say that Katie said they had an open relationship. Ali said that she thought they didn't have any rules, like it was a bit unconventional, the way that they managed themselves, which is fine. Like we said this before, I don't have necessary rules for my husband. You don't have rules for your husband. It's like, not anything goes, obviously. Yeah. They can't be going out dipping their dick in other people. But I'm not checking where he is. Like if he tells me he's going out, he's going out. Like I don't really care. Like I'm not looking where he's going.
No. Yeah, or who he's with, or exactly. It's like what we've always said, haven't we? Like what? So he could dance with someone. He could dance with a stranger. He could dance with someone he knows. If you trust them, you trust them. Which is where it's fucking shit for her, isn't it? Because she does trust him, and that has been an error.
This is the thing, and it was like
But that's not a Katie problem.
No, I just think it's ridiculous that this has gone from Ali just saying, "Oh, well," Katie saying to Ali,
I think Katie's trying to take the
they have unconventional relationship. I'm sure it's fine. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, she wasn't saying, they've got an open relationship, so of course he would be fucking someone else. Like I don't think she was saying that.
No, absolutely not.
And why would she not if she thought so? Because, and I think the reason that she wouldn't is because she likes her as a person, because she fucking hates him.
There we go.
So she would take the opportunity to twist the knife if she could.
Yeah, absolutely. But also I want to point out one of my favorite statements from the entire episode, when Lala says, "We've all had that friend who is there for us in bad times and in good times, and we all have a few drinks, and then you end up sitting on their face." I would like to be Lala's friend. Come sit on my face, bitch. Have some fun. But yeah, so anyway, it goes back to glamping, and Sheena and Ariana are in the yurt. And the beach day recap happens, and not one of them, again, I repeat, gives the correct story of what happens between Ali and Katie.
Is this before Tom is impassioned? When is Tom impassioned?
No, yeah, this is before Tom is impassioned, because I literally wrote, Tom gives an impassioned speech about how badass Roachel.
It was how he's impassioned, and I just can't. It's so uncomfortable. And then fucking Roachel is like, I want to come to this party, but why am I not invited? Can I come as your date, Schwartz? I'm like, why do you want to go to shit that you're not invited to?
The level of betrayal from this woman blows my tiny little mind. Like, you're standing there preaching that you want to be a role model for young women.
A role model? What, in a fucking pageant?
But just aside from the pageantry bullshit that I don't think should be anyone's role model, you shouldn't be stick thin, you should be vomiting to look good. You shouldn't wear 10 tons of makeup. Because let's be clear, Roachel does not look like what she looks like on TV and stage without makeup on.
Absolutely
that bitch
not.
is fugly. Okay? I'm not saying I'm a good-looking woman. I'm not trying to say that I'm attractive. But if I'm wanting to portray myself as a role model, and I'm trying to be
all
a
you're
pageant
bringing
girl,
is pretty. That's because that's all. She's not clever. She's not smart. She's not doing anything. She's not an occupational therapist. She's a waitress.
just
So
you're
all
sitting
she's saying
in
is that she's beautiful, but
you're
she's not
sitting in
modern.
you're sitting in confessionals, you're crying about how you want to be this person, how you tried to live the right side of it because you were pageantry,
so much pressure
and you
to
were
be
trying
perfect.
to do that. And now I'm like doing the complete opposite. So doing the complete opposite means sitting on your girlfriend's boyfriend's dick.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, because before this, she'd been so pure and so clean and so beautiful and so perfect. I'm sorry, what? Weren't you shacked up with James like 2 months ago?
Just
I felt really upset for occupational therapists as well. I thought the idea that you can just sweep that as like you decide you're going to be an occupational therapist to start as your storyline and that's part of your deal now. I'm like, fuck off. There's not a chance, bitch.
I'm trying to find Jesus.
Well, they were out in that desert fucking long enough.
I mean, okay, so let's the level of insanity from one person to sit in a group amongst your friend and the boyfriend of your friend that you're fucking.
Yeah.
To tell them that they are your forever friends, that you love them, that they are your be all and end all, and that you're
exactly
trying to
what I like for my birthday. This
is everything to me. I love you so much. You're my best friend and you're amazing. And then have that friend tell you to your face, it doesn't matter that you stayed at my house when I wasn't in town. The fact that my boyfriend didn't even come with me to my grandmother's funeral. Yeah. Could you imagine? Like, he didn't even come home from the barbecue.
But then he doesn't go.
But then he doesn't go to the funeral. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's just so callous.
But like, and then she's saying Ariana's saying in the same breath, like, but I'm his number one stan, but I wish he'd go back for me. And then we cut to the scene where he is standing up, furious that Raquel is not being invited to stuff, and he is announcing that she's so badass that she turned up to Lala's birthday and she's all this shit and she's amazing. But Ariana's just asking you for one thing and you can't do it. But Brock is the one that gives Ariana the hug. Fuck, like, mate.
The Toms are just falling out of the arse of shit, man.
I am so mad. You have no idea. I am so mad. I need to drink some wine.
But this is why, I don't know, how long have Sheena and Brock been together? It seems like a minute.
5 minutes.
Yeah, like however old that kid is plus 9 months. But and he's obviously by no means perfect, but he doesn't seem to be like actively being a dickhead.
No.
And that makes him the best bloke there.
That's worrying,
like,
isn't it?
Miles. I'm like, LA is such a nightmare.
So you got the Toms.
You got the Toms, you got James.
And you got Randall, who's running the casting couch.
No, absolutely not. Oh my God, I saw a photo of James's parents.
His mum is stunning, right?
In the 90s, they look like someone should be making a biopic of them. Like,
really?
Yeah, they're like Tom and Pammy adjacent. I mean, they just look 90s amazing.
Oh, I love all of it because his mum is fucking beautiful.
And the dad's got like peroxide hair and he's in leather and she's there in like some slinky full length black dress. And they just look to die for.
Coked up and having a great time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Love it. I'm here for it.
I
can't with this bitch.
No.
So at this point of watching this episode.
Yeah.
So for me, watching this episode, I no longer, at this present time, it will change, but at this present time, I no longer blame Sandoval for this situation. I blame Roachel.
Okay.
Because I can't believe the balls on this chick with the confessionals.
It's so
and then
rude.
with the whole situation of them being face to face and hanging out together and having Ariana go to bat for her.
And she's still stirring the pot with Katie.
It's
this whole fucking time.
It's too much.
And then she turns up at the fucking lip balm party with what is that outfit?
It's a
with
fucking
the song
demon. What did Raquel? What did Lala call it? Oh shit! Got my phone. Hold on. What did Lala call her? Stupid demon?
Something like that. But yeah, I just couldn't. I was like, is this a design built-in whale tail?
Demon.
What are we fucking looking at? I cannot.
It just.
And this is her sowing her wild oats.
I'm over it. She shouldn't have any regrets in life, is what she told James at that party.
You don't have any regrets. You should have no regrets. And he was like, yeah, this is how people used to live, and then you have to grow up. And I thought, fucking James Kennedy is telling you to grow up. Fucking Peter Pan is telling you to grow up. Bitch, listen.
Hard, good look at yourself, you dirty
he looked
fucking whore.
He sat there and I was like, he knows.
100% he knows. 100%.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
And she kept everything she said to him, I found really annoying. And now I can't remember what any of it was. But he was like, yeah, you always thought that. Like, you're saying you've changed, and actually you haven't changed at all.
Yeah, no, I just put James and Roachel chat, and apparently you shouldn't have regrets in life. I didn't note down any other part of their conversation.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know what point she's trying to make here. Is she trying to say, I don't regret that I'm sleeping with Sandoval? It's like because I'm like,
that's what I got from that.
Yeah, because you must know that all of the context is this. Or does she think we're never going to find out? But I'm like, everybody is fucking talking about this.
But then previous to that scene, we see Katie and Ariana sit down, and then they try to hash out their game of telephone drama. Yeah. And then Ariana again 100% goes to bat for Raquel. Absolutely. And says to Raquel, says to Katie that Roachel is 100% loyal, has never been anything but a good friend to me. I trust her and I trust my boyfriend explicitly. And then Katie says to her, it is about character, it is about behavior, and it is about something else. And I tell you something, this bitch doesn't have any of it. So Katie tried to tell her who she was, and Aria didn't want to have any. No. I can't. I want to rip her arms off and beat her face until it bleeds incessantly with her own arms. I can't do it. It's just that at this moment in time, I expect this behavior from a man. I do. Like, I don't, but like I do. Like, I can see it happening. They don't really care as much. But when you were supposed to be my friend and this is what's happening,
painful.
Watching this behavior, I fully believe Roachel is responsible at this point. Like, I blame Sandoval 100%. But
I feel like Sandoval would have cheated. Yeah. I feel like I don't feel like it's not in his character to cheat, but to have this ongoing affair is like a manipulation, isn't it?
This Roachel's 100% responsible for it right now. Like, the pain that I would feel if I was Ariana is coming from Roachel. Like, it's not coming from Sandoval. It's not. I'm upset and I'm devastated that my boyfriend cheated on me. Fine. But my friend,
that
I went to bat like, for,
and it's like she's trying to take your life apart. Oh, it's awful.
And then flash forward to the next episode, and she's saying to you, "But you're supposed to have sex." What?
Yeah.
Is it because she's trying to find out if they're having sex? Because Sandoval's told her that they're not highlight.
I think she's just trying to be like, look at what, like, this is the reason I'm saving him. because she's too dumb to understand how real relationships work, isn't she? So she very much, like, I fully think she thinks it's her duty to have sex, and so because she's being a good little girl. And she's like suddenly sowing her wild oats. But I'm like, a decade into a relationship, things are different. Most people are not that horny when they're mourning.
Give me a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Shit.
Also, haven't you just remortgaged this house to like try and start a bar that you're not in because you're being in a fucking cover band? It's not exactly a turn on.
But that's what she said, like, I can't just have sex with you because you whip your dick out.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to feel like
you've been
you're
at work
in
all
it.
day. Can you imagine what he fucking smells like?
No, but I can't get over how many times in that one episode Rochelle said something about how much she loves these people and how much of a great and then how much Ariana went to bat for her.
Yep.
And I know what's happened.
Because even when she counters Tom, all the time she completely backs her. I think Lisa is going to be pivotal in it, though. I think
Lisa is going to wipe the fucking floor with them. And what I don't understand is the preview of the next thing, when Rochelle thinks it's okay to come up against Katie and tell her, well, I think it's irrelevant how you feel that I kiss Schwartz. Has she not watched Vanderpump Rules?
No.
Like, you don't come up against Katie. Like, that's one bitch you don't upset.
I saw lots on Instagram today of people going, every Cinco de Mayo I celebrate Tequila Katie.
Tequila Katie is a queen. She will rip you to shreds.
Yeah. I also, on a lighter note, did love the moment of Lala going, oh, I love free shit.
Yeah.
Just filling
and she's like packing the bag.
Like, I got you all the lip balms.
Considering she has her own beauty brand as well, I think that was lovely.
Get this shit I mean? Get all this
means
stuff.
that she loves the stuff, but I think that's really cute. I think that was a really sweet moment.
It
really
was lovely.
Sweet moment.
All of their kind of uplifting the entrepreneurial efforts of all the other women. It was actually very lovely. I just highlighting the difference in sort of personality.
No, but I think that's really weird because that's the first time I've ever seen them support other women. I know they claim they do, but they're not girls, are they? We said that before. No. And this was like the first time I've seen them actually supporting them. But I was also wondering, should we do a live recording of us watching the BPR finale?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, our
just see us going
responses. No.
Things yeah, exactly. She's gonna be like, no.
I have.
We saw the Jersey reunion looks. That was the other. What happened this week? I think the theme is evolution of Belle.
Oh, definitely. We
got the blues, we got the yellow.
Beauty and the Beast-esque situation. Yeah, definitely.
I think Jen Fezler's been done down. She's been done bad.
Have you seen Jackie?
In the purple?
Awful. Yeah, she looked awful.
I think she looks awful.
Yes, she looked awful.
It's like, I don't think she chooses clothes well. As a starting point. I think she looked awful.
I think everything. I think her hair looked terrible. I think her makeup looked terrible. I think her dress looked terrible. I think it looked terrible. I was really shocked when I found out Teresa's outfit was a jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like a jumpsuit.
No,
she likes a jumpsuit.
She does, and I wasn't shocked after I found out it was a jumpsuit. But I was shocked when I found out it was a jumpsuit.
I didn't read it as a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Have you seen Melissa's with the hood up?
Awful. Yes. Melissa looked terrible.
Oh, people are loving that Melissa look.
No, not me.
I mean, people are wrong. We have to tell them sometimes.
Melissa normally looks good, I think. I like the way Melissa dresses. I thoroughly enjoy her fashions.
I think it's a step too far this time, isn't it? I think she's
giving me Grace. What's that woman's name? The black woman that used the singer who
Jones?
used to wear Grace Jones. There we go. but like low budget Grace Jones.
The drag act of Grace Jones.
There we go. That's it.
Not vilifying drag, so drag queens are great. Go and support your drag queens.
Oh, absolutely. I am like the biggest drag queen fan.
Oh, the world is crazy. Right. Anything else?
No.
Do you feel better now that you've said that out loud or
no,
not? No, you're just
so
angry again. I'm worried. I think you're just agitated again. You're going to go and shout.
No, because I had so many things to say, but I realized I can't really say them because people will get upset, and there's stuff I have to say about. So I might have to just shout at you.
You have to be careful that you don't like
spontaneously combust.
Falsely implicate yourself in a future crime.
Oh, what? No, I will kill a bitch.
Exactly. This is what you're not supposed to say.
All right. Okay. On that. No, please send me your ways to dispose of a body without getting caught.
Blood may be thicker than water, but it's harder to clean up when it spells.
We do live near pig farms, so I could do that. But yeah, on a serious note, guys, I haven't said half the things that I really wanted to say because I realized that it's not okay to say these things out loud. But DM us, send us an email or whatever, and I might tell you these things on those that I want.
You would like a list of swear words sent to you personally.
And ways to kill a bitch. I can, I'd like to know how to dispose of the body. I know how to kill her, but I need to know how to dispose of the body. So, thanks for listening.
Yeah, well done if you've made it through. We'll see you next week.
Have a good Bye.
Bye.